So I'm currently a fourth year electrical engineering student, and I still feel lost. Like, I still see people who are miles ahead of me, very successful, who are my age, that don't have a degree, that don't have a formal education, or just any of the normal things that you've been hearing. And I just feel so left behind. So I'm entering my fourth year of electrical engineering, and I still feel lost. People my age, with no degree, no formal education, no nothing, they all seem to be so far ahead of me. They're more successful, they have more wealth, better relationships, better, just, in fact, better everything. And I ask myself, why is that? And I think I finally realized why. To start things off, I've always wanted to start content creating. I've been wanting to start content since like 3 years ago, but you know, with how I was thinking, how I was being afraid of being perceived, of how others will think of me, and just many different things that I won't get into till later. My thing is, I kept waiting until I felt ready. And that's gotten me through nothing, because I wanted to start content since 3 years ago. So imagine if I started 3 years ago and actually had 3 years of experience. I told myself that maybe once I explore other things, maybe like get an internship, or maybe after graduating college, I'll finally get started on things. But it made me realize time is just moving, and it's not gonna wait for you. And it's all up to you if you actually want to, work towards the life that you actually want. And delaying things, that's the thing that traps so many people into stagnation. When you say, I'll do it later, when you say, once this is over, and once I get this, or once this happens, it just traps you into one way of thinking, and you're just never gonna start. You're always gonna find an excuse to just not do it at all. If you want to start content, maybe you're gonna be like, once I become more confident in myself, once I become like this, or once I have this type of physique, I'll start posting my physique. It's all these sort of things that stop so many people from actually beginning what it is they want to start. And it comes from this title of the video: why smart people feel stuck. Smart people, they wait for certainty. They wait until everything works out in their favor. And here's the thing: certainty almost never comes. You're always going to have to go through with some type of risk. And here's this trap that many smart people have: their brain isn't wired to just attack whatever it is they want to work on. If they find an opportunity, they're going to question everything. They're going to say, what if I fail? What if nobody's going to like me over there? What if this? What if that? All those what ifs. And it's not going to get you anywhere, because in the end, you're going to, talk yourself out of it before you even give yourself a chance. The smarter you are, the more ways you can imagine on how you can fail. And the more you can imagine it, like I said, the more likely you're going to talk yourself out of the situation. So you wait, you keep preparing, you keep planning, and you're never going to move. You're never going to head towards that goal that you wanted to achieve. And the difference between the smart people and the action takers is this. Say the action taker, he hates his job. He is quitting it, no second thought. If he finds a new opportunity for himself, he's going to go ahead and take it. If he wants to start posting online on social media, he's going to go ahead and post his first video without second thought. He's not going to care about how people are going to think of him or how he's going to feel when he's judged. He's just going to post. If it's something that he wants to do, he is going to do it. He's not going to spend time planning. He's not going to spend time waiting for the perfect moment. And In the end, these are the type of people you see winning online. And to me, I feel three ways. I feel inspired, I feel also annoyed and confused seeing them in that situation that I also want to be in. It destroyed everything that I was taught in life. How you gotta work hard, go to school, get smart, and then you'll get ahead. But that's not the full picture. I'm not saying you should just skip college or not educate yourself or any of that. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that there's also many things that you gotta, take account. You gotta learn how to communicate with others. You gotta know how you're gonna handle rejection. You gotta know how you're gonna actually take action with your goals without planning for so long and wasting your time. And I want to ask you this question. What are you currently preparing for? How long have you been getting ready to start? How long? Whether that's how long you've been trying to get into the gym, trying to work out. How long have you been waiting to start your business or start your YouTube channel or start your content journey? How long have you been waiting to do the thing that you've always thought about doing? There's a difference between you trying to prepare and just plainly hiding. And what you got to do is just remove all the delays and try to get into starting as soon as you can. The people you see online who are all succeeding, they're not any smarter than you. They just move right before their brain even gives them a chance to hold them back. So when it comes to your goals, you got to just pick one thing and just do the very simple first actionable step that will move you forward into the thing that you actually want to do. If it's content, start your messy video. Even if the script is bad, even if the camera quality is bad, the audio, everything, even if everything is bad, create that video and post it anyways. You'll learn along the way. And if you want to go to the gym, just step into the gym. You don't even need a workout plan. Step into the gym and then just try out machines. Get comfortable in the area. If you want to get better at communicating, have conversations with random people. Talk yourself to the camera and see how you sound on video. And just take the simplest steps, and overall all those steps will compound on each other. You got to stop researching and spending so much time learning how to actually do the thing, because eventually you will know enough. Because I know myself, I've fallen into that trap many times. You will know enough, and at some point the only way you'll learn more is by actually doing it. You will never feel ready, and that's just something you gotta accept.